Born again. The truth of God no man can see, except he see divinity. God hides for those who look inside the Scriptures, where his light abides. For many think themselves so wise within the sight of their own eyes, they do not take the time to see the truth of God's infinity. For infinite be all the words God speaks to draw us heavenwards, that in his holy Scriptures lie, and never cease and never die. These words of life God brings to men, to lift the burden of their sin, when once they see God's love displayed, where on the cross our price was paid. For anyone who truly sees the depths of their iniquity, and what it cost the Son of God who lived and died upon this sod, who sees the character of sin, the devastation caused to men, because they choose to doubt the Lord and all the love he does afford, unless they be so hardened by the devil's tricks and cruel lies, will long to have what God designs, a heart where love and truth entwines its tentacles that grow in men, who by God's grace are born again, and by adoption made to be the image of what God would see in every child, made new by him who only judges fallen men, by what they choose in life to be, a slave to sin or one set free. So, friend, if you be truly wise, and long to look into the eyes of Christ when he returns again to ransom those he's freed from sin, and long to feel God's warm embrace and run your fingers on the face of him who cried in agony the day he won your victory, then bow your knee and say a prayer, that God will lead you everywhere within his Scriptures, that you'll find the truth that heals and saves the blind. And as he gives you sight to see the beauty of divinity, pray he will also place in you what he will have you say and do, to share God's love with those who cry, "Please help us, Lord, lest we should die," to know the peace that comes to them who by God's grace are born again. For reference, John 3:1-8 and 5:37-39.